Southern Nevada's #1 5 p.m. newscast, Eyewitness News at 5.
A perfect landing.
It's mission accomplished for the first privately financed manned space flight. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. History has been made today.
Space tourism could eventually be a reality thanks to what happened early this morning in the Mohave Desert. Eyewitness News is live. George Knapp of the I-Team there for this morning's launch. George, how'd it go?
Well, good evening, Dave and Paula. I'll tell you what, at 3 o'clock this morning, the roads around the Mohave Airport were already jammed with traffic. Thousands and thousands of space buffs basically blew off work today, took the day off to come out here to be a little piece of history. It was a big celebration in some ways, but it wasn't a party for those who worked on the project.
To call this event a cosmic Woodstock isn't entirely inaccurate. Thousands of people packed the tiny Mohave Airport, braving the elements to be a part of history. A massive horde of media types, armed with high-tech cameras and gargantuan lenses, stalked the grounds in search of angles, some speaking strange languages. Others willing to interview a blue-haired, silver-clad pseudo-space alien. Even the pilot of the spaceship got into the spirit of things. While in the weightlessness of space, he imitated Homer Simpson by ripping open a bag of M&Ms just to watch them float around. Frivolities aside, the test flight was serious business. Spaceship One was hauled into the sky by an elegant jet known as the White Knight. At close to 50,000 feet, the spaceship was released. Its rocket engine, fueled by rubber and nitrous oxide, kicked in, and as the video from a chase plane shows, the ship quickly went vertical, hurtling toward space at Mach 3. This is the view from an onboard camera, showing the moment when the fuel supply ran out. As the ship rocketed past 328,000 feet, some 62 miles up, it officially became the first private manned craft to cross the threshold of space. But pilot-astronaut Mike Melville had serious problems with his steering, and as his ship fell back toward Earth, he barely maintained control. A backup system prevented disaster. Spaceship One guided home 20 minutes later.
A perfect landing. Woo!
The pilot got a warm greeting from the crowd, even from the Guinness Book of Records, which certified the flight as a true first.
It was very exciting. I must say I wasn't scared. I was a little nervous when we got in the airplane, but I was not afraid all the way up. But I was a little afraid on the way down. Boy, when you re-enter at 2.9 Mach and you start hitting the atmosphere, the noises you hear are somebody talking to you very, very sharply. You know, and you begin to believe that, wow, should I really be doing this?
The company that built Spaceship One isn't alone in its quest. 25 other entities and companies from 7 different countries are trying to accomplish the same thing of building a safe, cheap, reusable spacecraft in hopes that the public would have access to space, not just the government. Tonight at 6 o'clock, we'll tell you what the future of this industry might mean to Southern Nevada. It could have a major impact. Reporting live from the Mohave Spaceport, George Knapp, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.
Hey, George, ultimately, what's the agenda here? What's the point of all this?
Well, a couple of possibilities have been kicked around here. One that was mentioned by Bert Rattan today was that there could create sort of a space airline. A larger version of the craft that went up today could carry 6 or 8 passengers. They could stay up in space for a longer period of time, long enough to enjoy weightlessness and take a look at the world, and it'd be worth the $50,000 or $100,000 it would cost them. The second use would be a space tourism. If, for example, Bob Bigelow of Las Vegas could build his Bigelow hotels in space, this would be, and they shy away from using the term shuttle, but this could be the transit system that would get people to and from that hotel for longer stays. So some exciting possibilities on the table.
Boy, fascinating. All right, George, thank you.
Incredible.